Hello Internet. In this video, we are going to be doing some sentiment analysis using text embeddings from Google. We'll be using the text embeddings of a model called Gecko, and we'll be trying to classify prompts into two classes, a positive class and a negative class. We'll also be using the Vertex AI API and JAX. So if you want to follow along, make sure that you have Google Cloud AI Platform and JAX installed. Now let's start writing some code. The first thing we need to do is import vertexai.language models. Then we create a text embedding model from the pre-trained model named text embedding Gecko. And now you can use the getEmbeddings method to get some text embeddings. I'm just going to pass some random text to it as a start. And I'm going to print these embeddings just so we both know what they look like. We need to use the values property here to look at the numbers. I'm also going to be printing the length of the vector we receive. Now be aware that each request costs $0.0001. It's not much, but it's not free. Okay, let's run this. Great, we got a lot of floating point numbers, 768 to be precise. Let's get back to the code now. I'm going to delete these three lines and start with our actual sentiment analysis. So let's create two samples against which we'll be checking our prompts. So in this array, I'm going to put two samples. The first sample shall be one that has a positive sentiment, something like, "This is very good, I loved it, thanks." The second sample shall be one with a negative sentiment. So I'm gonna say, "This was bad, I hated it, yuck." Gecko is a very smart model, so it should be able to classify our prompts based on just these two samples. I'm gonna get the text embeddings of these samples now. It's time to create a bunch of prompts, some positive, some negative. We want to calculate the sentiments these prompts are expressing. You can put in your own prompts. I'm gonna put some random ones. Okay, so now we have 4 prompts, 3 are positive and 1 is negative. We are going to calculate the sentiment using the cosine-similarity approach. We are going to be needing some fast math library for that. I think JAX is good. So let's import it. Let's also import linear algebra from this. We'll now create two JAX arrays, one called positive. It'll hold the text embeddings of our positive sample. Similarly, a negative array holding the embeddings of our negative sample. Okay. I'm just gonna print one of these and run the program just to make sure I haven't made any syntax mistakes. Okay, no mistakes. Good. Now let's get the text embeddings of the prompts. Let's create a function to calculate the similarity now. We'll be applying this little formula here. So first you multiply x with the transpose of y and then divide by the product of the norms of the two inputs. Just a one-liner. Let's loop through the prompts and finally get the sentiments. First, convert the prompt to a JAX array. Then we calculate two values. The first value is the cosine similarity between the positive sample and the prompt. The second value will be the cosine similarity between the negative sample and the prompt. One of these values will of course be greater than the other, and we'll know the sentiment. So let's print the prompt first. And then we can say that the sentiment is positive if v1 is greater than v2. Otherwise it's negative. And let me add a separator now so that our output is easy to read. And let's run. So it looks like Gecko was correctly able to get the sentiments. Great, now you know how to do sentiment analysis using text embeddings from Google. Please like and subscribe if you found this video useful. And leave a comment if you want more videos like these.